Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Today I am going to read the autobiography by Helen Keller. She wrote under the title of Story of My Life. The Story of My Life by Helen Keller. First of all, I would like to give you the intro of the book by the greatest novelist of our time. So let's start. This is Helen Keller, 1880 to 1968, recounting her general life experience about the people she came in contact with. She was only 19 months old when she suffered from a severe illness, which turned her blind and deaf. Soon she became dumb too. With the help of Annie Sullivan, her teacher, Keller embarked on a journey to conquer her disabilities. And she succeeded. She couldn't see, but she could. She didn't hear, but she did. She had no voice, but she spoke out. The proof is her autobiographical, The Story of My Life, in which she relates the experiences of first 22 years of her life. Devoid of self pity, hers is the never ending story of human courage, and Winston Churchill duly called her the greatest woman of our age. Chapter 1. It is with a kind of fear that I begin to write the history of my life. I have, as it were, a superstitious hesitation in lifting the veil that clings about my childhood, like a golden mist. The task of writing an autobiography is a difficult one. When I try to classify my earliest impressions, I find that fact and fancy look alike across the years that link the past with the present. The woman paints the child's experiences in her own fantasy. A few impressions stand out vividly from the first years of my life, but the shadows of the prison house are on the rest. Besides, many of the joys and sorrows of childhood have lost their poignancy, and many incidents of vital importance in my early education have been forgotten in the excitement of great discoveries. In order, therefore, not to be tedious, I shall try to present in a series of sketches only the episodes that seem to me to be the most interesting and important. I was born on June 27, 1880, in Tuscumbia, a little town of northern Alabama. 3. The family on my father's side is descended descended from Caspar Keller, a native of Switzerland who settled in Maryland. One of my Swiss ancestors was the first teacher of the deaf in Zurich and wrote a book on the subject of their education. Rather, a singular coincidence, though it is true that there is no king who has not had a slave among his ancestors, and no slave who has not had a king among his.